We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Look at what Vasquez has done so far. He has 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Bledsoe is joined in the backcourt by Dragic. Inside, it's Morris and Plumlee. And it's Tucker in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Bledsoe passes to Morris. He feeds it to Tucker. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
So it's Toronto now. Lowry up top, guarded by Bledsoe. The shot by Lowry, no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
You know, the Phoenix Suns have actually drawn a lot of influence from the Boston Celtics. They've hired several personnel people in the management and on the coaching staff from the Celtics organization, and they've even implemented the Tom Thibodeau-style defensive system that originated with that Celtic club back in the day.
And Tucker kicks to Bledsoe. Drains the three-pointer. Bledsoe's got 7 points in the game.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Here's Ross. Misses in close. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Out left to the wing, Valanciunas dishes to Ross. Passes it to Valanciunas. And the powerful one-handed slam. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Toronto. Vasquez comes in for Kyle Lowry. Fires top of the key. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Vasquez passes to Johnson. Puts up the baby hook. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Amir Johnson drafted straight out of high school back in 2005. Now in his 10th season in the NBA, and he's only entering his prime now.
And, you know, I'm all for young players going to college to develop, not only athletically, but socially and personally. But Amir Johnson is an example of a player who came straight out of high school, didn't play a whole lot at first, but has continued to work and has really rounded into a valuable player now.
Over to the left wing. Morris kicks to Plumlee. Johnson outside. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Vasquez with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Fields' shot is good. And Amir Johnson, quietly one of the Raptors' best players. Steve, a very good player at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, he's a plus-minus stud for this team. He's a high percentage scorer who also defends at a very high level. So this is a good two-way player.
Fields with the 3. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Fields has got the lead up to 5 now for Toronto. Now here's Bledsoe, guarded by Vasquez. Poked away. Fields with the steal. And now here comes Vasquez leading the break. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Phoenix has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Phoenix no good that time either.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Puts up the baby hook. He kicks to Hansbrough. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And now a 7-point Raptor lead. And the Suns call time.
Grievous Vasquez, a 6'6" point guard out of Venezuela by way of the University of Maryland, is really a good passer and playmaker. Plays with a swagger and moxie that you love to see. You know, a couple seasons back, this guy averaged 9 assists a game.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Lenz checked in for Miles Plumlee. Gerald Green comes in for Goran Dragic. And Thomas subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Lowry against Thomas. It's hauled in by the Suns. And Vasquez with great size, Steve, for the point guard position.
Not an elite athlete, so he sometimes lacks the quickness to guard opposing point guards, but his height, his strength, and his grit and anticipation makes him really a viable option against a lot of different matchups in the league.
Marcus Morris has checked in for Morris.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Lowry kicks to Ross. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And the dunk by Len.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Here's Lowry, and that one's good. Lowry's got 12.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. Decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it now. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
To the left side wing. Thomas dishes to Morris. Back to Thomas. The feed now to Green. To the inside. Len. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Well, that's certainly not who I expected to corral that rebound.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lowry with the ball. 14 points for him. Pass to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Williams for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep. 6 seconds left in the third. There's Green with the 3. Can't get it to go. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams